Well, hello, my friends. It has been a long time, but the Tower of Magic is back. This is 3KO Games here, and we are going to jump in and take a look at these brand new costumes and magic carpet heroes. Let's dig in. All right, here we are in the Tower Portal, and we've got 4 new heroes, 1 new costume to talk about. Let's do the costume first. This is Milena, back again. She was a great hero and still is a great hero, but without the costume, the stats are just very lacking. Let's take a look at what they did to make the stats better. Costume bonus is at 52% on attack, defense, and health. That's a huge boost to get her to, well, 1172 team power. Really right on par with everybody that's being released right now. If you double limit break her, she gets a dodge ether talent on the costume side, which is not the best, but it's something. Magic family bonus 1, 2, or 3 heroes is a 50, 75, or 100% chance to cast plus 5% mana generation stack on a random ally when this hero casts their special skill. That becomes a stack, so that's up to 10 times that you can cast that. That's amazing. Then mana on special as a passive. So she wants to give mana to the rest of her team, which is awesome. 60% chance to give 10% mana to all allies if the special skill is fully charged. Then the chance is 100%. So if you get her all the way to second charge, it's 100%. I guess the big news here is this passive. If you've been under a rock for a long time, we were going to have this huge Mega Minion stopping passive with all of the new Magic Tower heroes. And if you've been under a rock for a short time, then you are just learning now that this is now just a weaker Mega Minion passive, not a stopping Mega Minion passive. So, I think they realized that people were stopping the pulls on the Goblin Portal because they knew Mega Minions were on their way out. So they said, well, let's change this around a little bit. Of course, now our projected sales of this new Magic hero, Magic costume, and Magic carpet family going to be a little bit lower. We'll have to see. Anyway, Mega Minions usually can, not only are they a meat shield, but they hit, they cause bleed damage, and they cleanse. The original idea for this passive is that they could not hit, cause bleed damage, or cleanse. Now they can still do that. They're just much lower in HP. 75% less in HP just by bringing this character into battle. That's a considerable amount less. So much less that really like 3 tiles on your on-color heroes, and you might actually just wipe it out like that. Maybe that's a overestimate, but it'll certainly make the Garrison Guard family a lot easier to deal with. When they have their Mega Minions, they're still going to be a pain, but you can get rid of them more quickly. All right, I only have to do that once because that passive keeps going for all of the other heroes in this family. Great. So now let's look at the difference between original Milena and the costume. The original does not have the second part of the passive. That's funny. On Dune's heroes, when you get the costume, all of the new passives apply to the original side of the card too. But we do not get this Mega Minion reducing passive here, at least shown here. If somebody has pulled them and leveled them up, let me know if you can also choose the original side of the card and still get the Mega Minion reducing passive. But actually, when you look at the 2 stats, there's not a whole lot of reason to use the original anymore. On the original side, that chance to give mana to all allies is 50%. On the costume side, it's 60%. Okay, Now let's look at the special skill. It was at the 2 times mana charge. First mana charge is 25% health for all allies. Second mana charge is 420% damage to all enemies. And then first time cleanses status ailments. Second time dispels buffs. Now it's a bigger health increase by 1%, but hey, it's 1%. And it's a 20% increase in damage to all enemies. Yeah, there's not really a reason to use the original side. I know some other costumes come out that are really similar, and you say, I'm going to still use the original. But the costume side is much better in all respects, including being cleric class, and so she has the mana resisting mana stuff. Mana, what is it called? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, there's Milena and her costume. Now let's go out and in and take a look at the brand new heroes, the Magic Carpet heroes. We've got Elyssa at 1175 team power, 5-star green cleric, and that Magic Carpet family bonus. They have a whole lot of information here about flight momentum without actually telling you what it is. Heroes of this family have flight momentum. What's that? They start with full flight momentum. Okay, but what's that? At the end of each turn and when taking damage, the hero loses a small amount of flight momentum. Okay, what's flight momentum? When casting their special skill, hero gains flight momentum, and slower heroes gain increased amount of flight momentum. Boy, I'd sure love to know what flight momentum is if we're doing all of this stuff. So, there it is in the passives. Any amount of flight momentum they receive up to plus 30% mana generation and plus 20% extra chance to dodge. And this effect diminishes the less flight momentum the character has. So when they first start, they have 20% extra chance, 30% extra mana generation when the battle first starts. That's great. And of course, the passive is the same here. If you give Elyssa a double limit break, she's going to get an defense up ether talent, which is very strong, plus 20% defense for the first 6 turns. Her stats are pretty even, leaning a little bit more defensively, 1139 attack, 1273 defense, and 2107 on health. She's a healer, so she leans a little bit more defensively, and that's great. Recovering 42% health for all allies. That's a good number at average speed. All ailments affecting attack, defense, and mana generation on the caster and nearby allies are replaced by matching undispellable buffs. That's great. So on her or on her nearby allies, you've got a defense down, cast her special and it becomes defense up. Attack down, it becomes attack up. Mana generation down, and it becomes mana generation up. That's especially pertinent when you think about Fergus, although chances are, if she's already been hit and has the mana generation down, it's going to be hard for her to get this special off to turn that into mana generation up. Except for the last bullet point here. Caster and nearby allies resist new negative mana effects for 4 turns, and their mana is increased by 10% for each resisted effect. So when you say mana effect, does that mean just mana status effect? Does that mean mana generation down? Or is reducing mana, like Fergus, also a mana effect? If she and nearby allies reduced Fergus's mana reduction, that's huge. Makes her super desirable, especially in green. And then you can cast her again, and she will have resisted the mana reduction, and then you cast her again, and she's able to turn the mana generation down into mana generation up. Very good hero, not crazy overpowered, but certainly usable. Nice healer. Great. Let's go out and in and take a look at the rest of these here. Naeem, 5-star red wizard class, same team power. If you double limit break him, he gets a damage reduction. Flight momentum, Weaker Mega Minions, all the same. Let's take a look at countering Hammock. All buffs affecting attack, defense, and mana generation on the target and nearby enemies are replaced by unmatching, uncleansable ailments. Okay, so this is working in reverse of Elyssa, and it's also going first before he deals damage. So if they have a defense up, especially buff, then that becomes a matching ailment, and then you're going to hit for 300% damage to the target and nearby. That's excellent. Plus, the caster and nearby allies counterattack with 135% of the damage received for 4 turns. That's without emblems and limit breaks. If you double limit break, that becomes still 300%. Okay, or still 135%. Yep, same both ways. That's fine. And then caster and nearby allies get Sand Touch for 4 turns. Each time the owner of this effect counterattacks an enemy, the attacker receives 524 sand damage over 4 turns. So they've just been counterattacked, and now they're going to get a little bit of an ailment for the next 4 turns. Kind of a finishing touch there. I like that Sand Touch. Great. That's Naeem. Great, strong hitter. Let's go out and in and get to these 4-star and 3-stars. There's a 4-star and a 3-star. Manpip, flight momentum, passive, family stuff, all the same. Attack up, ether talent if you double limit break him. And his special skill is called Kindled Carpet at average speed. 250% damage to the target nearby, plus target nearby receive burn damage. And then at the end, all buffs affecting attack, defense, and mana generation on the target and nearby are replaced by matching uncleansable ailments. So this is in the wrong order to be most effective. But it's still something. Manpip, 4-star, new to this family. Finally, a 3-star new to this family is Bertha. Sewing back together. Slow speed healer. All allies regenerate 425 HP over 5 turns. Each defeated ally has a 35% chance to get revived with 25% HP. And then ailments affecting attack, defense, and mana generation on the caster are replaced by matching undispellable buffs. But just on the caster, not caster nearby, not on all. So that's a little disappointing, especially at slow speed. But that's okay. That is our 3 and our 4-star. Of course, the 5-stars are not crazy overpowered, but just, with the Mega Minion passive alone, pretty handy. Would love to get my hands on either of these. I do have some gems saved up. So let's do some pulls. Here are my superstitions. 1, 2. Okay. Got some coins here. I would love Milena. I would love Elyssa. Naimm would also be very good. If you've been following my channel for a while, we've got a line of reds. I kind of don't want to have to think about which red to level next. But of course, if I get them, it would still be awesome. Let's go in and try to do these. Kareel, not what I'm looking for. Anything but yellow and purple. Whoa, hey, I don't think I got the Hero of the Month yet. So there's that. There's the Hero of the Month. Great. Bold Tusk. We are moving in the right direction. The Hero of the Month. 4 stars. Let's go. Yellow is not the right color. Green or blue is what I'm especially excited about. Not yellow. Not Dawa. Not yellow again. Anastasia. I use her all the time in 4-star tournaments, especially bloody battle type stuff, because of those fiends and those minions. Would be nice if she got a costume. I would definitely use it. Okay, I'm sitting on a fair amount of gems. Let's do a 10 pull. See what happens. Not yellow anymore. Get away from the yellow. Okay, green's good. Green's good. Blue's good. Lots of reds. Crystal ball. That's not what I want. Maybe there's a chance for an extra hero here at the end, a bonus chance. Ugh. He's not very good. Maybe if they give him a costume, he'll be okay, but I guess I shouldn't complain. There's a 5-star. I got 2 5-stars and a couple coin pulls and a 10 pull. I think I'm going to do the second 10 pull. Let's just do it. We are hoping for one of the new heroes. Not Friar Tuck, not Priska. Not Sergey. We're moving in the right direction, though. Lots of 4 stars. Come on. And a big one. Dolgoon. I think that was the 10. Well, no luck for me. I think I am out. Let's see what happens with here. Ooh, boy, that's even disappointing in the chests. Okay. Well, anyway, those are my thoughts about the heroes and my bad luck on the pulls. Good luck to you if you do some pulls. Let me know down below what do you think about this whole new costume and new family. And if you have any luck, I hope you have a great day. See you next time.